Woman startled by the sight of two men bending down over a shark discovers the truth moments later. Nothing soothes the soul like a walk on the beach. You're walking along the beach enjoying the cool morning breeze, the little moist sand rubbing against your feet, and those sea waves imparting tranquility. That's beautiful. Just when you were enjoying it all, you see a shark at the Gulf of the Sea. Scared? Of course, any one of us would be. But then, don't worry, it was just a dream. But this woman faced a similar situation in reality. While walking along the beach, this woman saw two men manhandling a shark, and she was shocked to realize why. Warnbro Beach is a beautiful beach situated at the south of the Perth, Fremantle metropolitan area. The beach has yellow fine sand which is quite clean and forms dunes at the back of the beach. The sea breeze comes around usually in the midday, and this makes the morning time best for strolling at the beach. The beach is very gentle and the tides are not very high, which makes the beach a good option for swimming. Who would mind having a walk in such a serene atmosphere? Not only do the humans enjoy walking around the beach, but sharks too enjoy those summer breezes. Warnbro Beach has often witnessed wild sharks around the seashore. There are often shark warnings there. Sharks bear a strong sense of smell and are often attracted to scents. Sharks often attack humans only if they come in way too close proximity to her. However, it is a belief that one should not wear too shiny or any metal stuff near the sharks and refrain from splashing those metals around sharks too much. A woman named Dorothy Simons is a local resident of Perth. She is a responsible citizen who is walk-free. She enjoys having long walks and strolling around the beach waters. Activities like surfing, swimming, and jogging are of her keen interest. Despite the fact that the Warnbro Beach would witness a lot of sharks around, she would often go for walks there. One morning she went down to the beach One morning, Dorothy Simons and her husband Andy went for a romantic walk at the Warnbro. They also took their dog there, as it was a local dog beach. They were enjoying the cool breeze and were having a good time. In the words of his couple, BEACH is the best escape anyone can have. The smell and the salt and sand is like an elixir existing on the planet. Just when the couple was cherishing their walk and some alone time, they saw something horrifying. While walking along the seashore, the Simons saw some fishermen. The fishermen were a daily sight for them, someone who never caught much attention. But that morning, those fishermen caught the onlookers' attention. They were carrying something enormous with them. The fishing net had a horrifying-looking creature. Even their dog barked at the sight of those fishermen. Andy assumed that it must be a sea stingray. The beachwalkers were absolutely stunned to discover that it was nothing but a wild shark. A shark that was almost 5 feet in length. It was enormous. The shark was stuck to the fisherman's hook. The shark was trembling, and so were the people on the beach out of fear. Everyone was scared to their wits. Then something strange happens. There was chaos at the beach. Everyone was running here and there on witnessing a shark so close to them. The sight was obviously a horrifying one. The shark was using her teeth to bite the fisher net and set free. It was a wild being. It seemed as if it was trying to attack the fishermen. While everyone was leaving the beach, the Simons decided to have a closer look at the scene. Simons, on reaching closer to the shark, was shocked at the sight. Dorothy Simons took a camera and started shooting the sight. The couple was astonished to see that it was not the shark attacking, but the two fishermen attacking her. They decided to report the incident. Were the fishermen trying to harm the giant animal for fun? The animal surely needed some help. The scene was really distressing. Though the animal was wild, it needed help. The men were using needles and rods and net. Simons was shocked to see the inhumanity of these fishermen. One man even placed the shark between his legs and forcefully opened her jaws. He wasn't scared of the shark biting him. Rather, he applied all his force over the shark. The wild creature was in a desperate need of help. While one man placed the shark between the legs, the other one brought a big rod which had a hook. After pulling apart the jaws, the man inserted the rod into the wild beast's mouth. There was utter chaos, and the Simons couldn't stop themselves from questioning the men who were playing with their as well as the shark's life. And when Simons questioned the fishermen about what they were up to, They were amazed at the realization. On being questioned about their acts, the fishermen told Simons that they were not harming the shark. Rather, they were trying to help her out. The shark was entangled in a fisher net, and the line got stuck into her mouth. If not taken out, can harm her inner linings of the mouth. The shocking encounter suddenly turned into a rescue mission. The shark needed help, and not from the fishermen, but from the stubborn line. Simons were sorry for what they were assuming about the fishermen. In a world where humanity is completely draining out, these men were helping an animal. And not just an animal, but a wild animal, a shark. Without caring for their lives, they were aiming to rescue the shark. The Simons also wished to help the men and shark. On realizing that the situation was a critical one, Simons too rushed forward to help the poor creature. Since they were quite frightened of the shark, they helped the fishermen with the needed help. To free the shark from the sharp fisher line, the man had to forcefully keep the animal's jaws apart. Will the men be able to rescue the shark? The shark was a beast and could not understand that the fisherman was actually helping her out. As natural of an animal, she too was attacking the men with her teeth and was using her fin to save herself from the humans. She was trying to attack the humans in reciprocation. Though the sharks don't harm, when irritated they end up attacking. How will the fishermen save this shark? The fishermen grabbed the shark between their legs, and this time, not only did the fishermen but the Simons also applied force to ensure that the jaws were apart. With the careful placement of the sharp knife, another fisherman cut loose the fishing lines entangled in the shark's mouth. Conclusively, after a lot of effort, the shark was set free, but it was breathless and almost on the verge of fainting. To save the life of the shark, the fishermen splashed water all over her. For some futile attempts, the shark shows signs of movements. To keep the animal alive, they continued splashing water over her and even dragged her towards the sea. For the most surprising reason, the shark this time did not attack the humans. The Simons were amazed to see this. Despite walking at Warnborough at almost every morning, Simons never witnessed a shark this close to them. They were extremely frightened at her presence this near to them. "I've never seen a shark in real life before," Dorothy revealed to the Perth Now news site. Just after a few days of the previous incident, Simons returned to walk at Warnborough, and to her utter surprise, she saw a similar situation around her. She again stumbled upon a shark that had been caught by the fishermen, but this time, before making any previous notes about the happenings, Simons rushed to the scene to have a closer look. Simons was taken aback to see what the fishermen had caught this time. It was a shark, but a shark much bigger than the previous one. The shark was almost 8 feet in length this time, almost double the size of the one she had the last encounter with. Not only was this a differentiating feature about this shark, but the matter seemed something worse too. This time the shark could not be rescued by just cutting the fisher line, but it would need much thought and precision, and a hook had stuck in her mouth itself. She was trembling with pain. In order to save this creature's life, the fisherman had to reach between her ferocious jaw to rid her of the pain. But how? Even at the scene, Simons recorded the entire incident. In the resultant video, the rescue operation can be seen. A man can be seen opening the jaws of the shark while another one carefully tries to locate the hook using a metal pole. As the man was about to reach the shark's mouth, everything went to vain. Why? Just when the situation seemed under control, a large tide hit the shore. This tide dislocated the entire rescue mission. The men lost grip of the shark and all attempts to save her were futile. Once the tide passed away, the men again took to work and decided not to give up. They again started by helping the creature, and this time they did much more than before. The man again held the grip of the shark, but this time a little firmly, while the other man opens the shark's mouth to find the line that was having the hook at the end. After some tugging and maneuvering with the pole, the man could locate the hook. With precision, they drew the hook out. Finally, they could set the shark free, but this was not it. The shark could not swim back to the water on her own. Thus, a man grabs the shark with its tail and drags it to the water. After reaching a little deep into the water, the man sets free the wild creature. The wild beast regained her breath and dived deeper into the sea. Yet again, Simons posted the video on Facebook. Thousands of people reacted to it in various ways. Her rescue story attracted national and international media alike. Since then, many people appreciated the effort the Aussies fishermen to save the lives of wild fishes by risking theirs. Find the video on the following page. This is the footage of the scene which the Simons recorded at the Warnboro Beach. Closely following this is to see how carefully do the men save the shark's life. Even after losing the grip once, their aim to save her held high. Though Australia doesn't witness much of the shark attacks, the region of Perth, where Warnboro Beach is located, is quite prone to such acts. As per some statistics, in the year ranging from 2000 and 2017, nearly 15 people have died from attacks of these wild creatures. Majority of the attacks occurred in the season of summer and spring, when these species follow the path of migrating humpback whales. The aim of the survey was not to scare the beachgoers, but just beware them of the attacks happening. Another study shows that the Perth beach is not at a high risk of facing such attacks. In 2014, Peter Sprivelis, professor of emergency medicine at the University of Western Australia, conducted a study on how safe were the beachgoers. He tells the Perth Now that over summer, going to the beach, splashing near the shore, is very, very low risk. Simons shared a caption along with the shark rescue story that she was trying to create awareness about such attacks. She also said at Perth Now that, "I don't want to put people off about going to the beach," she said. "It is a beautiful beach, but people should be aware that they're out there. It certainly gave me a shock." This incident took place at Dana Point, California, where a white shark was rescued by a group of concerned beachgoers. The shark was some 3 to 5 feet in length and had a similar situation to that of the shark at Warnboro. It got a hook stuck in its mouth, which was carefully removed by some brave men. The shark can be seen lying unconscious at the seashore when the group of onlookers catches its sight. A man brings a big cutter to cut the hook, which was stuck in her mouth. A huge wave relocates the shark, but the men manage to free her. Also, one can hear the men cheering in the background as they taste the success of saving the life of this shark. There have been many instances when women have posted various videos of shark rescue stories, but a different one comes from Florida. A marine biologist, Lee Cobram-Withall, in Worcester, before rescuing a shark, gains her trust first. She offers some stale fish to the shark and then removes the stuck metal from her mouth. A white shark was washed over the seashore at Chatham Beach. She was revived by feeding her and her body with tons of water. A lot of people, namely the beachgoers, Chatham Harbor Masters, and the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy, and the Massachusetts Division of Marine Fisheries were involved in this rescue mission. Hundreds of people gathered around this almost breathless white shark. They created an entire cavity and pool of water around her to save her from dying. Every individual worked hard to dig a trench leading dozens of yards to the ocean. They fetched her buckets of water to save her from dying. It was a major show of humanity. Another baby shark was washed off the seashore by the heavy sea waves. A girl named Ken Wayne posted the rescue story on her Twitter account, and the caption that followed read, "Baby shark rescued at SF." The person returned the beach shark to the ocean, where it swam free.